away. And who that fella was who came by yesterday. I quickly turn my face before I start to blush, 'cause frankly there is nothing I can say. Down, down, down. I've always had a thing for pushing the extremes, and I just got a thing you won't find in the magazines. This molded silicone has got me begging, please give me more of what I really need, 'cause there is no cock like horse cock. Send your asshole into shock. You need horse cock, of course cock. Grab the lube and slam the day away. My shaft is quivering and my balls are turning blue as I think of drinking in a foot or even two of my favorite stallion that I keep in my top drawer. Slip it in and I'll be dripping goo as I take more cock. Horse cock, shut the door and turn the lock. Is your cock a horse cock? You will never hear me saying nay, 'cause there is no cock like horse cock. Rub my dick inside a sock. Don't stop now, horse cock. Stretch out my insides and make me bray. My lovely horse cock, horse cock. Shoot the doop dup 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 down. Horse cock, my horse cock. Yeah, da 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 da. Da 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 da. Yeah, da 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 da.
Hey everyone, I am Nathaniel Janc from Nintendo Prime. How are you guys doing today? I hope you're having a lovely day. It is Tuesday, I believe August 4th, 2020. There's a PlayStation event coming up in 2 days here that's, I don't know, we'll see if we stream it or not. Not really going to be heavy on PlayStation 5 stuff in it, which is kind of, in my opinion, a mistake. Of course, not the only mistake Sony's been making lately. I understand the DualSense is a better controller in my opinion, but it's kind of weird to see that the DS4, the DualShock 4 controller will not be usable with all next-gen games or any next-gen game on PlayStation 5. Not just like some, it won't be usable with any. Well, all the Xbox One controllers will be. But hey, you know what? That's not what we're here to talk about today. But I just find it very interesting because that's an event coming up here from Sony soon. We have a lot of events in August happening. And one such event appears to potentially be a Nintendo Direct. I mean, we've been talking about it for a bit. Nintendo admitted they're going to do more partner showcases. But we also know we need actual Nintendo goodness at some point. They have to do something the rest of this year. But before we get into that, I want to welcome everyone who's here in the chat right now. If you want to be shouted out, all you got to do is say something in the live chat. If you want to enter the giveaway for this month, you have to wait till the video goes to on demand, then leave a comment on the video. Make sure you drop a like on the video. You can drop that like right now if you want. Subscribe, hit the bell icon, all that jazz. We are on our road to 50,000 subscribers. We've been on this road for quite some time, to be completely honest. But now that I am back to being me and I'm fully dedicated to these live streams, dedicated to getting video content out to all you guys, we're really pushing now to get to 50K. And then from that onward to 100K. First milestone first is 50K. We're hoping to hit that before November. If we hit it before November, I will be giving away a PlayStation 5, an Xbox Series X, or a Nintendo Switch to one lucky winner. That will be the big giveaway in the month of November, if we can get there before November. If we don't get there before November, then that giveaway is kaput, or potential giveaway, I should say, is kaput, and we will move on to a different giveaway for that month. Anyways, maybe we'll get there. Maybe we won't. But I want to welcome to the stream Mitchell Clyburn, Ultimate Keymaster, Gavin Geiger, I'm not sure if I pronounced that right, Joyce E. Johnson, Carl Strufer, welcome, man. Haven't seen you at a stream in a long time. We have Flapperdoodle 45 here, who's talking about a 1DS for some reason. We got Seguin, the Pikachu fan. Oh, and don't forget the Avengers 34. Day 100 plus of the Nintendo Direct drought. It's actually... Well, nope. It's actually like day 300 something plus. It's at almost a full year. You might be talking about that old Nintendo Direct Mini from March or whatever. But we technically had a Nintendo Direct Mini just last month. Just because it was a partner showcase, it was called a Nintendo Direct Mini, so you can't say that. The only thing you can say a drought is from is really the big thing that we just call a Nintendo Direct. No mini, no subtitles, no nothing, as I just spilled water all over my keyboard because I'm a baller like that. Well, hopefully that doesn't mess up the stream. Dang it, that's what I get for having some Ice Mountain today. All right, so obviously rumors are just flying. We've had quite a start to our day. This morning I got a video out. You guys know I don't even do videos in the morning, but I had a video out this morning talking about the Mario 35th anniversary and some stuff from Nate Drake on what we can expect with that, and pretty good stuff there. I'm kind of hopeful that this 35th anniversary stuff that we've been hearing about all year is legit at this point, because I don't know what Nintendo has in the works. Obviously, the idea of a new Mario game of some type, I don't know if it'll be a big one, spin-off, a kart game, Odyssey 2. That kind of sounds exciting for the holiday, and having Nintendo lean heavily into Mario in kind of an off year for them due to COVID, I think makes a lot of sense. But we'll see what happens. Nothing's been officially announced, so we just kind of have to cross our fingers there. And then obviously we have the new Nintendo Direct rumor stuff, which, by the way, every single day, I'm not sure if you guys are aware of this, like, it feels like we have a new Nintendo Direct rumor every day. Now, I don't know what to think about any of this stuff. Obviously, you have like Mark in the chat. I know he just legitimately thinks all the rumors are bullshit at this point, and that's fine. I mean, that's the thing with rumors and leaks and speculation is we don't actually know. I'm not the source for any of this information. I'm not talking to anyone that I know that's saying anything to me. So I can't confirm or deny any of it. I just like talking about it. I think it's fun to talk about. I think it's fun to speculate about, and I think it's fun to have some hope, because right now, Nintendo hasn't really given us any reason to have hope outside of for more partner showcases, because they said there'll be more partner showcases. But I want to believe that we're going to get more than just that. I want to believe we're going to hear about the next Smash Bros. Fighter. I want to believe we're going to hear about the 35th anniversary or something else. That we see a trailer for Breath of the Wild 2 this year, even if it's not a game that comes out till next year. Like, it'd be really cool to see an actual trailer. But we'll see what happens. So I got to welcome Mark to the chat as well. John Early is here, and Dave Fox is here as well. But yeah, like I think a huge reason, like we talk about rumors and leaks and speculation for Nintendo Directs and everything else quite frequently on the channel. We have pretty much for the last 3 years. So this is nothing new. But we usually don't have this many of them. But we have this many of them to talk about because the lack of actual news coming out of Nintendo's mouth. So with a lack of news, kind of gets filled in with more rumors, leaks, and speculation, for what it's worth. And now my keyboard's starting to do things like press buttons in the middle of my stream. So that's lovely. I am going to tip this keyboard upside down and hope all of the water leaks out, as now my screen is white and I don't know if you guys can see me. I don't know what's happening anymore. My computer is going nuts. I'm going to have to unplug the keyboard. 1 second. No, computer, don't mess up. Don't mess up, computer. No. My computer just opened a billion tabs. Hopefully you guys can still hear me. My computer just opened so many tabs. Oh my god. I'm going to have to dehumidify this beast. What is happening? It's typing random stuff. Well, it's not anymore. Hopefully the stream is still live. I don't know how many tabs. How many tabs did you open, computer? This is Chrome we're talking about here. Surprised my computer didn't crash. So many tabs. What is happening? There's so many of them. Oh, there we go. I'm back. Okay. All right, I'm back, man. Oh, lovely. I can see you just fine. Well, I'm glad the stream didn't crash there. So I won't be able to do any typing right now. Do I have a backup keyboard? I feel like I have a backup keyboard somewhere. This is crazy because this one's all wet now. I'm going to have to go put this in a little room with a dehumidifier and hope that it gets everything out. I have another keyboard somewhere. I'll have to dig it up. It's a wireless keyboard, so I got to find the little dongle for it and everything. It's okay. I could go grab my laptop, I suppose, if I want to look up stuff. I just won't be able to show you guys anything. until this keyboard dries out. Thankfully, I'm done. Well, I'm not done making videos. I got one more video I'm going to make today, but it's going to be for tomorrow morning. I'm going to try to get a video out every morning of some type, because I feel like it's nice to kick the day off with a little Nintendo Prime goodness in the morning. All right. So thank you guys for confirming that I'm still here. I'm glad the stream didn't crash and it didn't like hit end stream or do something nuts, because after all, I spilled water on the keyboard. Oh boy, I'll have to take apart the keyboard later. See if I can dry it out. Maybe a hairdryer will work or something. I don't know. Hopefully I didn't ruin the keyboard. I know in my luck I ruined it. I do need a new keyboard anyways. The keyboard's already missing some keycaps for my kids, but oh well. Let's see here. Red KS173 is here. No one that you know is here as well. Let's see here. Nintendo Hero 13. John Goku can still hear you and see you just fine. Be more careful next time, bro. I usually don't have that problem. Like, I usually cap it. See how it's capped? For some reason, I had it uncapped like this, and then I knocked it over. I grabbed it right away, but for some ungodly reason, it didn't make a difference. Oh, well. Not the end of the world. If I end up having to buy a new keyboard this month, I have to buy a new keyboard. But, like I said, I do have a wireless one somewhere. I just have to dig it up. It's in storage. And my storage is in that room, which has a lot of stuff in it right now. Anyways, it doesn't really matter. I'm here now, just no keyboard, which is fine. I don't need a keyboard to do the rest of this. For those who don't know, we have like super chats and all this stuff over here, different levels of doing shots and all that. We can get crunk during the stream, have a good time, having some drinks, thinking about Nintendo. This is also a Q&A, so you guys can ask questions at any time. Ping me in the chat is the best way to ask your questions, or you can super chat, get your questions at the top. You can do song requests as well. In fact, let me see if I can bring up the virtual keyboard now that I unplugged the keyboard, because sometimes it'll let me bring up the virtual one once the keyboard's actually unplugged. Show touch keyboard button. That's what I want. So where's the touch keyboard? Oh, there it is. So there we go. I do have the touch keyboard button here, up here. So there we go. So I do have the ability to still type in and look up music if people, because for every super chat or whatever, you guys could do song requests, and I can still type it in YouTube here and stuff. I got all my bookmarks and everything, and I got the touch screen keyboard, aka the keyboard I have to click on now. Have I played Fire Emblem? If so, thoughts? I have not, Mark, because I want to play Fire Emblem 3 Houses for the first time on stream. I wanted to play it on stream yesterday. I had an issue with my capture card. I don't know what's going on because I haven't used that capture card in a while. Maybe it's fried. I'm trying one more thing with it to get it to work. If it doesn't work, I've already talked to Yulia. We will be buying a new capture card, and then we'll stream it. I want to stream it this week. We'll see what happens. So yeah, just stay tuned, Mark. I plan to get a stream of me playing it up this week. Yeah, hopefully tomorrow, actually, if I can get the capture card working. I did some updates to it, updated some firmware, did some different things that hopefully will fix it. But we'll see what happens. How did it open those tabs? I have no idea. My keyboard was going nuts. So this keyboard's had water spilt on it one other time, and then when I dehumidified it, it got better. I also took up all the keys off and actually cleaned it, because people don't clean their keyboards as often as they should, and this keyboard does need another good cleaning. But I've been meaning to replace this keyboard for like a year. But anyways, it doesn't matter. What's up, Sonic Man the Best is here as well. Yes, these Mario remasters have to be true at this point. It's been talked about for months, ever since around the end of March. Things can be talked about for a long time. And not happened. Switch Pro has been talked about for years, hasn't happened. We've had the Metroid Prime Trilogy HD has been rumored for 2 years, hasn't happened. So the big thing to remember, leaks, rumors, speculation, all that jazz is, unless it comes from Nintendo, you don't really know it to be true. Now, if you start, and there's the thing, like the Switch Pro stuff, we were hearing Switch Pro stuff from like actual news outlets, like IGNs of the world. We were hearing Switch Pro stuff from. Wall Street Journal. Like we were getting some legit news places talking about Switch Pro. Now, granted, it looked like Switch Pro was going to be a 2020 thing, and then COVID hit. So it still could be a thing, and it could be in 2021. But who knows? It's all guesswork at this point, because we haven't heard anything about it this year. But then again, they've been just trying to keep up with manufacturing of Switches, so who knows? Carl Struber says, I can't wait to see which house you choose first. I'm on my third playthrough right now. Nice. Neil Gassos here said, "What up, Nate? You missed yesterday. It's okay." I'm actually curious to see if this stream affects my viewership in my latest video. Dude, my latest video was popping the freak off. I was getting more views per minute than more than one view per minute, which is not usual for my videos. It looks like it's catching up now. So I think my live stream is actually affecting the views of that video. It is what it is. Ideally, I would get like a video in the morning, video early afternoon, and then do the live stream. But unfortunately, my timing doesn't work out to do that. So yeah, this is what you get. Mr. Pete 1985 is here as well. Welcome to the stream, man. Alex1 is here too. He says, feels like Twin Peaks where we are forcing Nintendo Lynch for conclusion. We keep demanding Nintendo for answers. We are going to be sorry for what we wish for. I don't think we're going to be sorry for anything. Nintendo's either going to give us answers or they're not going to give us answers. And we might not like the answers they have to give right now. But like, it's not like we're going to get a new Mario game again someday. A new Mario Kart, a new Smash, a new Splatoon, probably a new ARMS game someday. We're going to get a new Zelda game. Like, we're going to get all this stuff eventually, even if we don't get it when we want. So you might be disappointed for a month, for 6 months, for a year, but we're not going to be permanently disappointed in Nintendo. At least I won't be. Jacob Moretta's here. Breath of the Wild 2, baby, 2020. How about some news? That was one of the exciting things about the leak, speculation, whatever, that came from 4chan today, was like Breath of the Wild 2, like even though, they're saying 2021, that we would get a new trailer. Dude, I'll take a trailer. I'll take a trailer right now. I'll take a trailer yesterday. Like, screw it. Give me a trailer right now. At least give me something to speculate, talk about, make some theories about. We haven't had anything on that game in over a year. Like, just show me something, right? Breath of the Wild 2, man. JLo says, hey, what's up, man? Hope you're doing better than yesterday. I am doing much, much better than yesterday. If you can't tell, my move is greatly improved in my videos and in my stuff today. So, yeah, I'm here. We've got Pivarsky97 here as well. Says, you think they show off the new Mario remakes this year? Just join the stream. I do believe if this 35th anniversary stuff is true, the collection pack has to come this year for sure. I do think that 3D World Deluxe, or whatever they end up calling it, might be a January game, like they did with New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe. So that's something to keep in mind as well, that they could space that out to be what launches the new year. But we'll see what happens there. Gordon Egger is here. Too. Mark says, Breath of the Wild 2 2021 release makes sense since Breath of the Wild was a March release. So Breath of the Wild 2 was slated March 2021. A 2-month delay due to COVID puts it in May. It does. And that also gives us, 4 years, technically, from the launch of Breath of the Wild to the new game. I feel like that's a good amount of time to do that. Gordon Egger says, generally shocking what has happened in Beirut. Much love and peace to all affected. Yes. I haven't seen much of the news. I know there was like a giant explosion. I didn't actually read about it. I just saw like a little headline pop up in my Twitter feed. To anyone who's negatively impacted by that, I am extremely sorry, and hopefully things work out and your loved ones are safe. There's not much else I can say about it because I don't know much about it. It's unfortunate things like this happen, but that's the way. It's the way the world goes sometimes. We got Sun here. Welcome to the stream. Says, need a new trailer soon. New trailer for what? Carl says, we're hungry for information. Even if it's sorry, we can't release anything else this year. Yeah, exactly. Nintendo just being transparent is all we really want. White Umbrella is here. Says, I don't get the Twin Peaks analogy. Is Nintendo going to make a game where Mario was found and wrapped in polythene? Oh, jeez. You are a breath of fresh air. Not knocking anyone else down, I think. Can't be as negative as Arlo. Remember, everyone, 4chan leaks always turn out to be... Yeah. I'm glad that people think that I'm like a breath of fresh air, though. I've been trying to bring some more positive energy, even when we have negative news. Because I'm a positive person in general. I love myself. I love my life. I love my kids. I love what I do here on YouTube. And I love where I'm going in life. So I try to have that come forward in my videos. That doesn't mean it can't be negative sometimes. There's going to be negative news, and there's going to be times we're going to have to get real dark and serious about certain things. But thankfully, like we're heading into the launch of new next-gen systems. That's really exciting. Obviously, I'm really excited for Breath of the Wild 2, Metroid Prime 4, Bayonetta 3. Like, there's some exciting games to look forward to at some point. So I'm so excited for the Switch's future and Nintendo's future as well. Switch is selling incredibly well as far as we're aware worldwide. So I think I missed your comment, Edward Noy. I might have missed it. I don't know. There's so many comments right now. Where you said, with everything going on, I highly doubt Breath of the Wild 2 is coming this year. Nintendo said in development. To me, that means not this year or next year. Anything they say about Zelda, I'll just throw this out there. They could have told us it was coming this year, and then it still won't come for 3 years. Anything they say about Zelda, there's no point reading into it to figure out when it's coming out. Because Nintendo is really bad with Zelda release dates. So there's nothing you should really read from anything they say about Zelda. Just throwing that out there. Until they give you a definitive release date, like there's nothing to like. They could say, oh, it's going to come this holiday, and then it doesn't come this holiday, and then you don't see it for 2 years. Nintendo is very bad when it comes to Zelda development in terms of being able to give us any reliable hint at when it might come. Super Mario's here. Supa says, hi, what did I miss? Just some chit chat about some rumors and stuff. Let's see here. Q&A, by the way. Guys, ask questions. Away. Drop some likes, man. We got 40 plus people watching. Let's try to get up to 40 likes on this video, huh? On this live stream. Let's do it. Share it with your friends. Get it out there on social media. Let's continue our road to 50K so you guys can have that huge giveaway this November, and somebody won't have to pay for a next gen system. Or if you're still waiting for a Switch, you won't have to pay for a Switch. Let's see here. John Early says, repeat question. Have you ever seen any gangster films, like the classic black and white gangster films, or films like Goodfellas and Casino? I've seen Casino and Goodfellas. Haven't seen any of the black and white stuff. I also saw that Johnny Depp one. I forget what it's called. Whatever one where he was a gangster in that one. So yeah, I've seen some gangster films. Angelo Matai is here. Welcome. Says, somebody noticed that Nintendo changed the game icon of the Carry On game on Switch. Did they? I don't have Carry On, so cool. Ebernoy says, Arlo has been extremely negative and just doesn't feel as fuzzy as he did before. Now he feels like a grumpy person who whines a lot. I think he's going to feel that way until we get some big Nintendo news. Then when we get big Nintendo news he likes, he'll be all happy again. Like, that's just the ebb and flow of game news. Right now, there's not a lot of exciting Nintendo news, so it's easy to be grumpy. And their most recent release was probably a letdown for him. So that's kind of just the ebb and flow of news. When there's really good news, Arlo's going to be really happy. When there isn't really anything, he's not going to be very happy. That's just the ebb and flow of the way things go. Oh, we got up to 27 likes. Can we hit 40? Can we hit 40? Why not? What if the hand in Breath of the Wild 2 is Zelda's mom's spirit's hand? Man, Alex won, dude. We haven't heard anything about Zelda's mom like in hardly any of the games. That would be crazy. You're currently in the process of creating 39 more alt accounts. Don't do that. White Umbrella, welcome to the stream. Jacob Moretta says, what's your opinion about the last mini direct that Nintendo gave? Because they please give better news. Of course, I was mad. I didn't expect much. So the direct was better. See, they warned it was a partner showcase. So like we knew ahead of time it wasn't going to have any Nintendo games. Yet we still got Shin Megami Tensei 5, which Nintendo is the producer on. But like, or the publisher, not the producer. So like we know that like, I don't know, you had to go into it not expecting much. And we got a couple cool announcements. We got that. We got the DLC for Cadence of Hyrule. I thought that was really cool. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think it just feels disappointing to have that when we're still waiting on the big news. If they would just give us the big news, they can give us all the mini partner showcases they want the rest of the year, and we would be fine because we already have the big news. But we don't have any of the big news. So without the big news, it kind of feels, like this, like we're getting big news from everyone else. Why can't we get big news from Nintendo? I think is the way it feels. Like even Ubisoft, with all the controversy they have going on, we're still getting big news from them. So why can't we get big news from Nintendo? Up to 31 likes. Let's go. Let's get to 40. We can do it, guys. 40 likes. I know you can do it. I mean, it'd be a shame if the stream got to 50 likes, which is more than our current concurrent viewers. Yeah, still remember that rumor of Breath of the Wild sequel voice acting was finished, which turned out to be not true. Let's see here. When Breath of the Wild 2 comes, you have to stream it. You're going to get more views. Joe! Prasco! Let's go, buddy. Joe Prasco hitting me up with the $25 make ya holler. I gotta kind of mix. I'm gonna mix a few alcohols together. My whatchamacallit is gone. It's empty. My Jack Daniels is all finished up, and I haven't been able to run to the store. I won't be able to make a booze run for maybe Monday. Well, actually, it's Saturday. This upcoming Saturday. So I'm gonna mix a few of the boozes I do have here together to kind of make a really crappy shot, because that's what Jack Daniels tastes like to me, is a really crappy shot. But thank you so much, Joe Prasco. It's all booze I'm mixing, by the way. There's no non-booze in here. I got my water to chase it down with. Cheers, man. There is some whiskey in here, but not a full shot of it, because I got some Crown Royal apple in there. I basically put like the 3 boozes I have on hand with me right now, with the Hypnotic, the oh god, this is gonna be really gross. Thank you, Joe Prasco. I won't spill it on my keyboard. And even if I do, the keyboard's already dead, so cheers, man. I keep looking over here because the camera's usually over here, but I shifted like my whole setup over, so my desk is over, and now the camera's moved over, so it's actually looking directly at me. I gotta get used to that, because I'm so used to looking over here. I feel like I just did like the 4 Horsemen all in one shot. You guys know what the 4 Horsemen is? Or like 4 corners where you have like the four major alcohol groups, because there was vodka, whiskey, beer in the... Oh man, that was gross. Where's my lemonade? This is Bai antioxidant strawberry lemonade. This is what cleanses the palate for me. I don't know what it is about that, but it really cleanses it. So I don't have that taste stuck in my mouth. But thank you so much, Joe. He says, I haven't been able to catch a stream in a long time. Good to see you have been streaming a lot lately, though. Almost every day. We're at 34 likes, man. We're really close to hitting that 40 likes, guys. Keep it up. I haven't had live streams like hit really high likes in a long time. Hey, we just hit 50 concurrent viewers. Maybe we could hit 50 likes in the stream. We'll see what happens. Let's see here. What do you think would be the holiday title for 2020? He says, Sun. The holiday title for 2020? At this point, something Mario, it sounds like. So I've been leaning on Breath of the Wild 2 for so long, but now, I don't know. None of the rumors agree with me, so. But maybe all the rumors are fake, and we're getting Breath of the Wild 2 this holiday. I'm going to stick with it. Screw it. Breath of the Wild 2 this holiday. I'm sticking with it, because you know what? Rumors are not facts unless they end up being true. Gentleman 1 or I or L, I'm not sure which that is. Welcome to the stream. Says, okay, Nintendo Prime. What do you think about retro handhelds like the RG350, the new Pocket Go, the OGA, or the newly announced Retroid Pocket 2? Super hyped for this one. Do I have any? I do not have any of those. I don't even know what they are. Well, I get a gist of what they are, but let me look up the Retroid Pocket 2 here on my phone here quick. Retroid. It keeps correcting the Metroid Pocket 2. Let's see here. Okay, go Google. Let's see this thing. So it kind of looks like a Switch almost. I mean, it's not, but it's got 32 gigs like a Switch, but it's shaped like a Switch. Let's see here. What does it do? Bluetooth, Wi-Fi. Hey, it's got Bluetooth, unlike the Switch. Net play functionality, supports up to 2 players. Type C. So it's like one of those. So it's like a system to play retro games, but I'm guessing that it plays ROMs. I'm guessing it's one of those like ROM systems. I don't know. I don't buy stuff like that. It's not really my kind of jam. So I don't have many thoughts on it. I really hope that you enjoy it, but I don't have a lot of thoughts. Hey, we're at 36 likes. We're almost at 40. Good job, guys. John Goku says, I feel like the Direct Mini back in March was better than the July 20th one. I think everyone feels that way. Like, is there anyone in the chat who thinks the July 20th Direct Mini was better than the other Direct Mini that we have this year? I think it's better to save the best for last. That's one way to look at it. I think Zario's hand in Breath of the Wild 2, the daughter of Mario and Zelda, says George D76. That's crazy. Let's see here. Do you know anything? Wait, sorry. I don't want to miss some chats here. Alex1 says, what do we have to do as a Nintendo fan to rein in some expectations? Is it an American thing to just want and want? Is it especially apparent because Japan/Nintendo is having trouble teleworking? They're clearly having trouble working from home. 39 likes, guys. One away from 40. 40. Might have to do a celebration shot if we hit 40 likes. Just because I can. I don't know. I don't think it's just a American thing. I've heard some things on some Japanese forums as well. People getting a little impatient with Nintendo. So I don't think it's just an American thing. Americans clearly are used to like a superficial society, I suppose, is the way to look at it, maybe. But I don't know. I'm hearing things from all over the world about people a little bit frustrated that we haven't heard more from Nintendo. So I'm not going to say it's just an American thing in this case. Sonic Man wants to know, do I think the Cards will drop out of the season? I think he's talking about the St. Louis Cardinals in Major League Baseball who have like 13 plus people with COVID. I have no idea. The Marlins haven't dropped out, so I don't know why the Cardinals would. They just won't be playing for like 2 weeks. White Umbrella, Microsoft. My fiance and I are getting married on Thursday. Nintendo, I also have an announcement to make. I'm making my girlfriend a sandwich. 41 likes we hit. And we got Izzy Beth 45856 just subscribed to the channel. Thank you so much for subscribing. Remember, we are on that road to 50K, folks. We hit 50,000 subscribers before November. Be giving away one of those next-gen systems or a Switch Lite, I suppose, or an Xbox Series S. Basically, one of those current platforms at the time in November. If we hit 50,000 before November, though, it has to be before November 1st. We might even do a live stream counting down to it if we're like within like 10 subs or something to see if we can hit it. But we'll see what happens. I think it's a celebration chat time. We hit 41 likes. I don't know if we'll get to 50, but we hit 41. So I'm going to give a little half shot here. Just a little halvesies. Cheers, guys. Thank you so much for coming out to the stream, dropping the likes, showing the love. You guys are awesome. Do you know anything about Bayonetta 3? I'm dying for it. I know nothing. I wish I knew more. I know that the development's going well. That's what I'm hearing. But development going well means what? They've been saying that for 2+ years now. So I don't know, Paul Habas. But welcome to the stream. Andrew Tadras is here as well. I said Zelda 35th is next year. Breath of the Wild 2 is 2021, my guess. Possible. It is possible. That's definitely probably more likely than my hope of this year. Let's see here. Dave Fox is in. An alcoholic suicide? What are you talking about? We got Dave Fox is here. Says the coronavirus is no excuse for Nintendo being silent. Just about every game company has been able to adapt and release games and news. It's an excuse. It just doesn't mean it's a good one, but it is an excuse. Just gonna throw that out there. You don't have to think it's a good excuse, but it technically is an excuse. You can't say it's not an excuse. You just don't think that it's a good one because other companies handle it better. Ho! Jello! Popping off indeed. Says, damn, this stream be popping off, yo. It's popping off. We got a $50 make you freaking holler. Gonna give you a couple shots on that one since I can't hit the jack bottle twice. I don't have the jack bottle here to hit twice. So we're gonna do a couple mixed shots here. Get this all mixed in. Let's throw a little Hypnotic in this shot. Why not? Because I don't get a lot of the $10 donos, so we'll throw in some Hypnotic in this bad boy. What else? We'll throw a little bit of this in this bad boy. Screw it. We're making it happen. Then we're making this be one of the grossest shots of all time. We're gonna do a second one of these for you. Thank you so much, JLo. You are amazing. You are awesome. Thank you so much for the support. Let's pop it off. Let's get the stream to 50 likes, even though we can't maintain 50 viewers, just because I said so. And I'll keep answering your guys' questions. Keep them rolling in. I'm going to be streaming for a while, guys, tonight. Keep this rolling in, or this evening, or what is this, dinner time? I'll be still popping off here for another hour and a half or so. So let's keep this thing going, guys. Woo! That might be the grossest thing I've ever done in my life, and I have to do one more. Oh my gosh, that was gross. That was disgusting. Let me just get this. Let me just get this built again. I don't even know if I can do this again. Oh my god. I'm just gonna stop. I'm not filling this all the way back up. I got to somehow swallow this one more time. Thank you so much, JLo. I appreciate the $50 support. You guys are awesome. Oh, in case you didn't know, I might get tipsy quicker. From now, what's today? Today is Tuesday, August 4th, until Tuesday through Tuesday of next week. So until Wednesday of next week, I'm on an all liquid diet. It's part of my nutrition kick that I'm on with my weight loss. So I'm on a week-long liquid diet. It means lots of protein shakes and stuff. These are technically liquids. I can have them. I'm allowed to drink. I just have to work out more to make up for the extra calories from the drinks. But I'm just delaying. Just do it. All right. Just got water up my nose. All right, here we go. Get back to the questions. Thank you so much, JLo. I appreciate the support. You're awesome. All of you guys are awesome. Thank you for coming on, man. We got 50 plus watching. It's great. We're having a huge stream today. We had a huge day today. We have gained over. Actually, let me double check. Let me look at my my stats quick. Today's been a big day at the channel. We haven't had a big day at Nintendo Prime in quite some time. We have gained 58 new subscribers today. Thank you guys so much for that. And our videos are just really popping off. Our first one this morning is almost over 2,000. The next one's probably going to be over 1,000 here in the next hour or two. You guys are really popping off today. You guys are showing up big to the stream, showing lots of support. I hope you guys are enjoying the content. I try to bring joy to everyone's life and some entertainment for you guys every single day. So yeah, cool. And I still have one more video I somehow got to get done today. So even if I am a little tipsy, I still got to get one more video. Alex Jordan just subscribed. Thank you so much, Alex Jordan, for subscribing. Hopefully you're watching the stream and having a good time. Get on to our next question here. Let's see here. John Early says, what's your opinion on the way they're handling everything? It feels like Nintendo's keeping everything close to the chest. It's like when the Wii U wasn't doing so hot, and that's why people are freaking out. I think they're handling it poorly. I don't think you can call the way Nintendo's handled this as a good thing. I mean, we've had like 5 Nintendo published games released this year, so like we're still getting games. It feels like they're handling the communication part very, very poorly. I don't think any of us can deny they're handling it poorly. So I don't know. That's my opinion. Is that it's poor. When the Wii U wasn't doing so hot, they clearly just abandoned the Wii U and we're like through everything at Switch. But this doesn't feel like Switch is more popular than it's ever been. I think Nintendo's handled COVID really poorly, and so it's just, this is what we're stuck with. We're at 46 likes. Can we get to 50? We're 4 away. Let's go. Let's keep it going. Excuse me. Joe Prosky says, it will be nice to see Breath of the Wild 2 this year. I need to finish Link's Awakening yet. Nice. Dude, Link's Awakening's good. It's good. Gavin Gagger sticking with Mario Kart 9 for this holiday. How do you combat gaming fatigue, says Alex1. You mean like you're gaming too much? Balance your life more. How do you combat gaming fatigue? Don't game as much. I don't know what kind of fatigue you're facing, Alex1, but personally, just game less. It's okay. You will learn a greater appreciation for gaming when you fill your time with other things in life, whether it's Netflix, whether it's working out, whether it's charity work, or whatever you decide to do, whatever hobby or other things you decide to do with your life. I have children and a kind of sort of fiance thing going on. I have a brand new car we just bought, 2013 Dodge Durango. Freaking love it. We have a lot going on, college and everything. So I have so much stuff going on in my life that it makes me appreciate gaming even more. So I don't get fatigued. But when I used to get fatigued, it was because I was gaming too much. I needed to find a better balance in life. Once I found a better balance and I wasn't gaming 10, 12 hours or coming home, basically what I used to do is I would go to work at 6, 7 in the morning, whenever my shift started at the time. I'd be done around 4 or 5. I would come home. I would probably pick dinner up along the way because I was too lazy to cook. And then I would just sit there and game from 6 o'clock all the way till 2 a.m. Rinse and repeat every day. Work that. My days off, I would game for 12, 14 hours. And I got fatigued because that's all I was doing. Once I started hanging out with friends more and hanging out with family more and dating and all this stuff I started filling my life with made me feel more fulfilled. And feeling more fulfilled made gaming more enjoyable as well, even though I was gaming less. And right now I'm gaming less too. But it's because of all the things going on. I'm still gaming, though. And I really enjoy the time I do get the game. I played some NBA 2K20 last night because, hey, the NBA season's back up, so I kind of got in that mood to want to play some NBA 2K, and I did, and I really, really, really enjoyed it. And now I'll be starting Fire Emblem Three Houses this week. Freaking can't wait. Haven't played that game, haven't touched that game. Thanks to Mark in the chat, he bought it for me on Sunday. I can't wait. I'm going to be freaking playing the hell out of that game. But it's going to be, over the course of several weeks or months because I am balancing things out. Now, if I ever get review copies and promise to do reviews, that's a little different because then I'm going to have to slam a game in a weekend or something. But that's just part of being a YouTuber. But yeah, I don't really get gaming fatigue because I just have so much going on in my life that it makes me appreciate when I do get the game all the more. And Switch, thank God, being a portable, I can. If it wasn't for that, I wouldn't be able to game as much as I do. Yeah, come up. Yeah, buddy. My kid's yelling at me through the window. What's up? Ollie, what do you need to ask me? I love you too, buddy. All right, you guys go play. No, they can't see you. I can see you, though. Hi. All right, go play, guys. Love my kids. Carlos says I should have gone with the Japanese Direct. Could argue that. Man, we're 2 likes away from 50. Let's go, folks. Rex D. Yeah, I did get that 40th before. The Genius of Battle, DFG, is here. Says, hi there, Sir Prime. How am I doing today? I am doing freaking fantastic. Sonic Man says that Sakurai turned 50 yesterday. He said he'll cancel Smash. No, he didn't say any of that. Let's see here. Scrolling down. Hello to everyone in the chat. You guys and gals rock. That is very, very true. You guys all kick ass. Joyce Johnson said, I feel like we'll continue to get third-party such indie, so smaller stuff for the rest of the year or next year's the blow. I think 2021 is going to be huge. I think Nintendo's going to crush it in 2021. We're going to get so many games in 2021. It's going to be insane. Edward Noyce says, I do think there's a lot of greed in the gaming community, if I'm honest. We have so many games. Sure, it's nice to have things to look forward to, but let's play what we have. Well, I have a lot of backlog games to play. So, like I'm playing, literally going to be playing Fire Emblem Three Houses this week for the first time. Like, there's so many games for me to play that I'm catching up on that I don't have much to complain about, but it is nice to look forward to things. And as a YouTube channel, it's always nice to have new announcements because it gives me new stuff to talk about. People are going to care more about me talking about Breath of the Wild 2, like a new trailer for that, than they're going to care about me talking about my experience playing Fire Emblem Three Houses. That's, like almost a year-old game. But I'm still going to make videos on that too. I am going to do an impressions video, a better late than never impressions video on Fire Emblem Three Houses when the time is right. Let me see here. Mega Explosion in Barrett. Yeah, I heard about it. Milky Dash Hazard, thank you so much for joining us. I don't know enough to talk much about it. I just hope everyone's okay. And if the people that aren't okay, their families find a way to get through this. I don't really know what else to say other than that. Gavin Geiger says, I want the Switch, not the Switch Lite. Cool. Let's see here. A drink made of multiple... suicide. Yeah. A drink when you mix your alcohols. Yeah, it gets dangerous. Nintendo been pretty quiet about the stick drift issue for a long while. Well, they got hit with a lawsuit. Yeah, they're not saying anything until that lawsuit's done, I don't think. It's an excuse, not a reason. I think that's what he meant. Maybe. But the excuse could be the reason. I always hate when, don't give me excuses, but the excuses explain why, I think people want to look at his excuses as this thing where, you're making an excuse instead of just doing it. Well, I mean, but what if they're not doing it because of those reasons? It's Nintendo handles things poorly. They handle the transition to HD poorly. They've handled a lot of things poorly. Online systems have been handled poorly. But they also do some things really, really well because they're so not current with a lot of things. That also enables them to end up doing something like the Switch, which other platforms did. I mean, Sony attempted something where they were like, we want to make a portable console with the Vita and the PSP, but because they were split with the PlayStation 3 and 4 and 2, it never really worked out for them. Whereas Nintendo's no, we're going to dedicate everything to it, and it's going to be both our home console and on the go. Nintendo basically used to think outside the box a lot more often than other companies do. In my opinion, anyways. Maybe some of you guys disagree on that because obviously Nintendo's not dabbling that much into VR beyond Labo, and VR is a thing, even though Nintendo tried it, back in the day. We all know how well that red machine did for them. Bro, I need a new Mario Strikers. Nice. Hypnotic, you're making Incredible Hulks? Yeah, sure. get some hypnotic up in here. Paul Hobbs says, why can't they make a Mario RPG again? I don't know why. I have no idea why they don't make another. We're at 40 likes. Can we get it? Can we get it? Ruben Trevino here. Take it to the head. These are funny. Tequila. No one that you know. Welcome to the stream. I do not have any tequila today. Maybe again someday. Milky Hazard says Nintendo needs to fire people. There is a major issue in their management with the lack of new games. I don't think there's a lack of new games. It's a lack of news about games. We can't say lack of new games yet, but a lack of news. But they're under new management, and the new management takes over heading into a pandemic. It's kind of a tough ordeal. But I don't know. Nintendo is not one to fire people. They're very loyal to their employees. So, the Fox says we might get Oracle of Seasons and Ages remakes this year or next year. Oh my god, I would love an Oracle Seasons or Ages remakes. Oh, I would love them so much. With Capcom games along with the Minish Cap. Like, oh man. It's not going to happen, but I would love for it to happen. Gonna hit the swall like Spawn Wave. I don't even know what that means, Alex one. Let's see here. Jason G is here, says Nintendo could be taking so much advantage of the game of chicken between Sony and Microsoft right now. Hey guys, we got some games for the holidays when Sony and Microsoft has said nothing on systems. I'm almost caught up to the chat too as well. Man. I don't know what to tell you there. Segway the Pikachu fan says, every year we have an empty first half for the Switch pretty much. That's not true. Nintendo's been very consistent. There have been 3 to 4 games in the first 6 months every single year. Very consistent. They might not be the games you want, but Nintendo's been very consistent at releasing them. So I would not say the first half is always like completely dead. It's just not necessarily always Nintendo's best efforts. Although this year we got Animal Crossing in the first half and Paper Mario. And Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition. Like, they did a pretty solid job for the first 6 months. It's just we don't know what's next, and I think that's what's bugging people, is that we just don't know what's coming next. What game you always wanted but never got and played? Pretty much anything on Sony, on PlayStation platforms. I haven't played like any of Sony's exclusive games. Full disclosure. Daddy, we found a bunny. Jesus. Is Metroid Prime 4 possible in late 2021? Anything is possible! Anything's possible. So I'll just leave it at that. We got the Blues Clues official channel here all again. I already proved last time you're not Tracy Page Johnson, but it's okay. You keep trolling, keep having a good time trying to leech subs off my stream for some reason. White Umbrella says I really want ports of the last story. And oh yes. Like I'm glad that Xenoblade continued on. I wish those games would have continued on as well. I really like the last story a ton. Unfortunately, I didn't play much of Pandora's Tower, but I'm sure it's a really good game too. Eberdoy, people dismiss a lot of games, to be honest. They do. John Early, how much money and man hours do you think it would take to port GameCube games or some more Wii U games to a Switch cartridge? Wii U games are going to be easier because anything GameCube, you got to bring it into HD. So it's going to take more work. I mean, a team of like 30 to 60 could probably do either of them. But it's more about how many years or how long are they going to do it. I don't know off the top of my head. This depends on which studio's doing it, salaries, different countries, all that jazz. I couldn't give a guesstimate on the moolah. Blues Clues is cool. Well, my kids still watch it. Next character for Smash is RPG. I'm confused. What is Combine Gaming? Welcome to the stream. RPG, is that like initials for someone's name? Every time I see RPG, I think of the gaming genre. Can you spell out that name? Jinchurky89 welcome, says Dragalia Lost would be awesome to have on the Switch. Dude, Dragalia Lost would be legit on Switch. Legit. Cat C. I got the Sega Classic. I don't want any more. Do you want it? I might get you. What? I don't understand what you're saying there, Catsy. You have the Sega Classic, but you don't want it anymore? You're asking if I want it? I mean, if you're just going to toss it in the garbage, I'll take it. But, I mean, I don't know. I'm sure you could resell that or something. I don't have a Sega Classic. I got the SNES Classic in my house. Eric has the NES Classic. So I have access to those. Don't have the Sega Classic. I got to play it at E3 a little bit, but I didn't get any footage of it. That's what sucked. An unbiased Nintendo fan coming in with the F-bomb. He's pretty pissed. We got 58 people watching. Can we hit 50 likes? Let's see what happens. An unbiased Nintendo fan says, why the fuck? That's right. I dropped the F-bomb myself because this is a channel technically meant for older Nintendo fans. Are there more Nintendo Direct rumors? Well, before I get to the rest of your statement, why are there more Nintendo Direct rumors? Because people want more news. Bottom line is, rumors exist because they want more. People want more. Anyways, it says, do people remember July 20th? Yeah, they do. And on July 20th, they said, we will get more partner showcases the rest of the year. So, referencing July 20th doesn't help because July 20th promised more. Anyways, Metro Prime 4 in 2021. That means just 2.5 years of development. That's impossible unless there's a massive crunch. We also don't know when development really started. We know when they announced it was rebooted, but we don't know when development truly started with Retro Studios. And we don't know if any of the old development assets could be salvaged. So we don't actually know anything, to be honest. Have I played Missing Link? Maybe? Sounds familiar. Is that a fan game? I feel like that's a fan game. When do you think Pokemon Snap is coming out? 2021 or 2020? 2021. They didn't really make any indications that game's coming out in time. So we got 54 likes. Woo! Make you holler. Thank you guys so much for all those likes. You know what? I'll do a shot for that. You know what the shot's going to be? Something that cleans out my shot glass. A nice shot of water with a tinge of whatever booze was left in here. Oh yeah, some really gross tasting water. Thank you guys so much for getting the 50 plus likes. Let's see how many likes we can push on this before the stream ends. We're going to be going strong here, another hour or so. Let's see here. Why would you deprive yourself of those great games on PlayStation, Nate? One, I grew up as a Nintendo guy, so didn't play PlayStation 1. Had friends with a PS2. I played some PS2, but I don't really remember playing much besides some Crash games. Own a PlayStation 3. You can't see it. There's a shelf right here. There's a PlayStation 3 on it. But I owned it to play MLB The Show. So you could be like, why did I deprive myself? Money, 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 money. It costs money. And I already struggle to afford all the games I want on Switch. So it's really, really hard to buy games for other platforms. Because then I don't have the money for the other games I really want. I wish I had unlimited money, man, but I'm a parent of 3. I ain't got time for this shit. I mean, I got time to game. I just don't have time to game as much as I would like to. So, yet I'm buying both next-gen platforms just because I want them because I'm a tech guy. What's nice, though, is that I'll be able to play all the games on Xbox because Xbox Game Pass. Xbox Game Pass. Ooh, Xbox Game Pass finally made gaming affordable. For me, anyways. A fun fact, cyberbullying does not actually exist. Just turn off the computer. Okay, Logan Paul. Welcome to the stream, man. That doesn't make cyberbullying not exist. It just means it's easy to get away from it. Catsie's going to check on eBay how much it costs. That reminds me, whatever happened to the 4 Sega Game Gears built in before? I have no idea. DeFox says, I wonder if we'll get Darksiders 3 on Switch. We already have 1 and 2 and Genesis. I don't know. Darksiders 3, I have no idea. I would like to see it happen, but I think a lot of third-party companies are really focused on next-gen. Hey, we have 58 likes, which is more than our current concurrent viewers. Thank you so much for all those likes, guys. Imagine if that Carnival game is actually a Nintendo Land port of it. Well, we'll see. We'll see. They didn't call it a Carnival game. It was a theme park game, I believe was the exact thing in the rumor. Role-playing games? So, yeah, well, I mean, that's not... So you think the next Smash character is going to be someone from an RPG? That does, I mean, you know how many characters are in RPGs? That doesn't really narrow it down that much. Technically, Nintendo has already announced the next Direct. We just don't know. Yeah, they did technically. Well, they announced the next, at least 2 Directs, I would say, because they said we're going to get more, which made me feel like at least 2 more. But A Zelda fan game came out last week. There's new fan games coming out for Zelda all the time. I'm surprised they don't get shut down as quickly as other fan games seem to get shut down. An unbiased Nintendo fan says, I'm pretty sure when people mean direct in a rumor, they don't mean a small showcase. They mean a general direct with AAA games. Not always. Not always. The video I did today was not necessarily a big general direct. Have to remember, not every rumor is about big general directs. I know that from covering them. They're not all about big general directs. In fact, the rumor I talked about with directs before this last video was specifically about a smaller direct coming out. So, you're a good predictor. Cool. Edward Noy, I'm going to throw a wild prediction. What if 2021 goes out with Odyssey 2 and Breath of the Wild 2? I mean, they do that. They hit the double banger this holiday. I think everyone's going to forget that we had this dead period in news. Like, no one's going to care if they hit us with Odyssey 2 and Breath of the Wild 2 in the same holiday. Like, you could just kiss people's worries goodbye. Hot take. Zelda CGI. You mean CDI. I think you mean CDI. Are the greatest Zelda games of all time. I'm sure you're just bullshitting, flipping. Wanda Gamelon isn't that bad. Zelda's Adventure is horrible. Even though it's the one that plays most like a normal Zelda game. But honestly, the games aren't very good. Neil Augusto's a parent of 3 as well. Nice. I'd love a Diddy Kong Racing remake/remaster. Funny thing, I think I kicked off the stream playing a Diddy Kong Racing a Diddy Kong Racing song before I went live. Where is Silk Song? That's a very, very good question, Paul Habas, dude. I played the demo of Silk Song at E3 2018. And here we are, 2019. Sorry, it was at 2019. I played the demo. Have footage of it up on my channel. Amazing demo. Freaking great. And here we are, and it doesn't feel like it's coming anytime soon. Like, that demo felt so good that I'm like, oh man, we're going to get the game last year. And here we are coming up on the second half of a year later, and we still don't have it. So I have no idea what's happening with Silk Song, man. I wish it was here. Flippin says, I think Pokemon is the RPG that might be the next Smash character DLC. We'll see. We'll see. I could see Pokemon being one of the characters because Nintendo would have wanted something to promote Sword and Shield. Final Fantasy 4. If I'm reading that correctly. Combine_gaming is predicting the character for Smash is coming from there. Okay. An unbiased Nintendo fan says, you mean the video from an hour ago? The rumor that had Breath of the Wild 2, a release date for it? That isn't a rumor for a smaller direct. In the thing itself, it mentions, if you read the rumor, it says that it doesn't know if it's a Nintendo Direct Mini or a major direct. Having a trailer for Breath of the Wild, I mentioned it in the video. I feel like that means it's a major direct. But they had major trailers in a Nintendo Direct Mini back in March. So I'm not going to put it past Nintendo to not consider that a major direct. I would feel like a direct that has that and a Smash character reveal has to be a major direct. But I don't know. Because a lot of the other announcements are kind of whatever. So I'm going to say whatever. There's some good stuff in there. I guess, and I wasn't talking about that video. There was a video before that mentioned that the next thing Nintendo's doing is something small. It came from King Zell. King Zell put out there the next thing from Nintendo is something small, then the thing after is the bigger direct. But Evernoy, why do you think certain smaller Nintendo franchises get more push than others? It feels like Pikmin and Star Fox still get some games just because they're Miyamoto's babies. Probably. But like Miyamoto is like basically second in command of all of Nintendo. I mean, he makes the second most money at all of Nintendo, so that would suggest that he's second in command. And he's the face of the whole company. Miyamoto can do whatever the hell he feels like. I know that might seem like maybe that's not such a good thing, but he can do whatever the hell he feels like because he is that important to Nintendo as a company. So if Pikmin and Star Fox are only kept alive because Miyamoto wants them to be alive, cool. Miyamoto's going to get what Miyamoto wants because Miyamoto helped make Nintendo a multi-billion-dollar company. Like, he's a huge reason, not the only, but a huge reason that Nintendo is as big as they are. So, anyways, why do I think certain smaller Nintendo franchises get more push than others? the funny thing is, you bring up Pikmin and Star Fox, like they get games because they're Miyamoto's babies. Like, what about games like Kirby? We get a Kirby practically every freaking year, but it doesn't sell that well. Like a couple million, maybe. Like most of the games sell under 1 million. Why do we get Kirby games every year? Because they're easy to make and Nintendo makes a good chunk of money. That's why. They don't have to spend, like, Kirby development budgets are really tiny and they make a crap load of money off of very little sales. So if you want to know why certain smaller franchises get pushed more than others, it's because those franchises make money. I don't know that Star Fox Zero made Nintendo much money. And I don't know that Pikmin 3 made Nintendo much money. But we'll see. I do think Pikmin 3 is going to come to Switch eventually. Don't know about Star Fox Zero. Not sure on that one. Knockfox says, imagine Nintendo releasing the CDI games on Switch. It might sell pretty well because of the memes. Cinderance for Smash? Okay. When's a new Sonic game coming? That's a good question. Ask Sonic Man the Best. He is a huge Sonic fan. He might be able to give you a better idea of what's happening at Sega for a new Sonic game. Dude, Sonic Lost World, man, needs to come to Switch. So bad. That game was legitimately great. There was a couple not so good levels in it, but a majority of that game is amazing. Let's see here. Won't ANG from The Last Airbender be cool as the new Smash? Man, you guys are throwing out a lot of Smash DLC hopes. You love that show. I mean, I like the Sword of Truth series, so let's just get a random character out of that show. / movie. Actually, it's a book series that became a show. The Seeker. And unbiased Nintendo fans says, to be really fair, Pikmin takes a colossal time for each game. I got a feeling Star Fox is the same way too, and it takes some time to make each game. Well, yeah, Pikmin 3 is a little short. I'll admit, Pikmin 3 felt like it could have been almost double as long as it really was, but it was still really good for what we got. Pikmin 3 is a good game. I'm not trying to insult. It just felt, I don't know, maybe it's just because of how good it was. Like, you got to the end and you felt like, man, that's it. I want so much more. So maybe it's just a credit to how good the game was, but to me, it felt like it was a little short. But yeah, I mean, all games take time. An unbiased Nintendo fan also says, or the fact that Star Fox Zero bombed, so they are rather wary about making a new Star Fox game right now. They haven't really made a truly successful Star Fox game since Star Fox 64, if we're honest. Like, Assault was really good, but it wasn't a success sales-wise. I'm not sure they really know what to do with Star Fox anymore. And the thing is, Zero wasn't a bad game. The motion controls weren't that great, but it wasn't a bad game. We're at 59 likes. Oh my god, we're 1 like away from 60. Hell yeah. David Rubin, how's it going, man? Welcome to the stream. Zeus Woos is here as well. You have no idea how much I want a Switch port of Resident Evil 7. They do have it streaming in Japan on Switch. I don't know if we're going to get a full port. Remember, that was one of the earliest Switch rumors that they were working on a Resident Evil 7. Like, that was back in 2017. Oh yeah, man, they're working on porting Resident Evil 7 over. Like, that was one of the earliest Switch rumors. Obviously turned out to either be total bullshit or it got canceled somewhere in development. Just like I could tell you right now, from my own sources, that Red Dead Redemption 2 was at one point tested on a Nintendo Switch. They tried to run Red Dead Redemption 2 on a Nintendo Switch. But just because they put a little bit of time to get a small section of a game running on Switch is not the same as, oh my god, we're getting that game. So like Resident Evil 7 at one point might have had a little bit of the game ported to Switch just to see what they could do with it. But it could have also got quickly abandoned. And all the rumors could have came from that. That, oh yeah, man, like we know some people that were working on it, but they never finished it and it's never going to come out. Sonic Lost World was terrible. I completely disagree with you, but that's okay. Everyone's entitled to their own opinions. You're getting the version 2 Switch today? That's the Switch I got. I got the V2 Switch. Have fun, man. Switch is awesome. If it's your first Switch. It's still awesome even if it's not your first Switch, but 3DS and Wii U Darkest Days for fans. 3DS had a lot of good games. 3DS took it too long to ramp up. It was like almost a year before 3DS started getting games. It just had a really long drought where like Ocarina of Time 3D was like the only good game. Not the only good game, but like the only game that can move units anyways. Switch 2 is going to be either really good or bad. Man, what a bold prediction. Boom shakalaka. Knockfox says boom shocker. I just added the shakalaka to it. Hit us with the $2. The $2 make you holla Canadian. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. Cheers. Yeah. Thank you so much for the support. I appreciate it. John Cena. The next Smash Cutter. We have 60 plus likes as I just do that and I drop 20 likes. And I'm pretty sure Star Fox 64 3D sold relatively well on 3DS. It did, but again, it was Star Fox 64 put on the 3DS. So yes, Star Fox 64 sold well twice. They haven't been able to replicate that success beyond Star Fox 64. I remember hearing Capcom ask Nintendo to double the Switch's RAM. Yep. Just so it could run the RE engine. 3 years later, we still don't have it. I know, right? David Rubin said, I've been waiting by my window all day for a Switch to arrive. Still waiting. I know, right? Is it coming like UPS or something where it could be delivered as late as 8 p.m.? Yeah. Yeah, my first Switch, I'm so excited. I can't wait. I can't hide it. And I know I want a Nintendo Switch. Well, good luck, man. Geno might come free after DLC. Dude, a lot of people, dude, those Geno speculation and rumors have been going on for so long. And it's starting to become like Goku for me, where like it's just not going to happen, but people really wanted to. I mentioned that earlier, that Resident Evil 7 was on Switch, but it was a cloud game. You could play it in the cloud in Japan. It was a shit deal. Shy Guy ripped them to shreds. I'm sure he did, dude. Shy Guy would rip them to shreds for that. I didn't watch his video on it, but I'm sure it was very entertaining. Flippin says, Nintendo needs to make a sequel to Kirby's Epic Yarn. That was, to me, the greatest Kirby game ever. It sucks that they ported it to 3DS and not the Switch. They did. It's called Yoshi's Woolly World. I mean, I know it's a completely different franchise, but that's basically what they did. I'm playing the Pointer Sisters. So excited while waiting for Ups to deliver my Nintendo Switch. Or UPS. Yeah. Ups. I'm waiting for Ups. You mean UPS? I haven't had UPS come to my house in so long. I forget they even exist sometimes. There was a time in my life I was buying so much stuff online. I had UPS delivery trucks coming like every few days. But I haven't ordered anything online in a while. Despite the pandemic, I really haven't ordered hardly anything online. As anything I need, I end up needing it like right away because I let like my toilet paper go until there's nothing left. Granted, it's not hard to get toilet paper anymore. Remember when it was really hard in the U.S. to get toilet paper not too long ago? Thank God that's over. Hermione Granger. We got a Harry Potter fan up in here. Dude, I'm a Potterhead. Love Harry Potter. How powerful do you expect the next-gen Switch to be? PlayStation 4, Xbox, or PS4 Pro? I think it's going to be between a PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 4 Pro. So I don't think you're going to get quite to PlayStation 4 Pro levels in terms of teraflops, but it's going to be somewhere in between. Beyond that, I don't know. There's a lot of factors to consider. Like when you talk teraflops, that's just GPU performance. Still have to talk about the CPU, still have to talk about RAM, still have to talk about storage. There's a lot to consider. But yeah, I think it'll be like a tweener like that. And will that be enough? I have no idea. We won't know until developers get their hands on it and then they start talking about it. Because we always know when it's going to be announced soon because the dev kits have already gone out at that point. And then we start hearing some developers kind of rumbling about what this platform can do. Just like we heard developers rumble about Switch, we heard developers rumble about the Xbox Series X and the PlayStation 5. We're always going to hear some developer rumbling about next-gen platforms before they come out. So when we start hearing the rumbling, we'll start to know if they did enough to get a chunk of third-party games. Have I ever heard of Evercade? No, I have not, Mitchell. Sorry, man. DeFox says, I actually enjoyed Star Fox Adventures and Star Fox Assault. I did enjoy both of them. And I enjoyed Star Fox Zero. But just because I enjoyed them doesn't mean any of them sold well. Zeus was Project 05, Fatal Frame 5 in America, I think, was my favorite Wii U game. Would love to see one on Switch. I'd like to see it ported. I want all like Wii U exclusive games get ported. Even like ones like Zombie U that got ported to other platforms. Like bring that over too. Screw it. Let's get some Zombie U up in here. They should make the new Avengers game available on Nintendo Switch. It sounds like they should have made the new Avengers game exclusive to PlayStation because so much content is exclusive to PlayStation, including an entire character. It's insane. It feels like it should have just been a PlayStation 4 exclusive game. But it would be cool to have it on Switch, even though it'll be missing a bunch of content. Kung Fu Junkie, welcome to the stream. It's hard to get a Switch in the store. It's hard to get a Switch anywhere, even online. It's hard. I fully believe there will be a couple week period here where it's going to be in decent stock in August, but that might be it. I don't know if it's going to be. I don't know. They might never catch up this year, to be honest. It might be hard to get a Switch all year. Like it felt like Nintendo was talking about how Switches are going to be in plenty. Like there'll be plenty of supply of Switches. Now I don't know. They've had different factories get hit with the pandemic stuff at different times, affecting a lot of things. So because they have factories outside of China making stuff too. So it's not just about what happened to China. I probably ordered a bunch of Pokemon games via USPS, U.S. Postal Service. They should make a new Super Mario Bros. 3D World, a combo with new Super Mario Bros., new Super Mario 3D World. That would be legit. Legit as fuck. All these are predictions. I figured, obviously, I'm not saying that you're an insider. Just predictions. You know, even insiders, you got to, be careful what insiders you really feel are real insiders. Or you can just not believe any of them. A lot of people just don't care until Nintendo or someone else says something. The unbiased Nintendo fan says the Switch is far too weak for Avengers. It can't handle Xenoblade. Well, it handles Xenoblade. I feel like issues with Xenoblade Chronicles 2 and even Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition, any issues with that or perceived issues are because they really did not take into consideration the platform they're making it for, and it could have been done better. They didn't have to do it the way they did it. There's no reason the games need to run that poorly on the platform, but they didn't take into consideration the platform they were making it for. So, I'm just checking my student email for college quick. Well, that doesn't help me. That doesn't help either. All right. Yeah, I know, right? I have to head out. Have a great rest of your day. Thank you, JLo, so much. And I appreciate the $50 super chat you dropped earlier, because I know I'll thank you again at the end of the stream, but you won't be here. Thank you so much for that support, JLo. As always, you have a lovely rest of your day. Man, you guys are awesome. Let's keep the shindig going, shall we? Yeah, sometimes saying it. I don't know why that song is stuck in my head. Baby, let's go. All right, the minimum technology requirement has changed for my degree. Nah, I got it. My computer's fine for that. All right. The 3D Mario game remasters will be a dream come true for me if they are real. They'll be a dream come true, I think, for a lot of people, especially Mario 64 and Sunshine. Having those out there, I think will be really exciting for a lot of people. Water. Give me that water, baby. Dynamite, baby. Yep, that's the name of the song. Thank you. Thank you so much for that name drop. It's time. I haven't done it all stream. Some people be like, why? Why do it, Nate? Why? I just feel like doing a shot. That's all. Even though I already pay for the alcohol, I pay myself and Google to do a shot of my own booze. Thank you, Nintendo Prime. You guys got any more questions you want to roll in here? We got 40 plus still watching. Anything you guys want to talk about? Get those questions popping off. I'll check the little news wire quick, see if there's anything quick that I can talk about in the meantime, in case there's anything I missed. Let's see here. Not a ton of Nintendo news right now, but that's okay. Oh yeah, I can't type. I can't type it. Oh no, I can't type it. Let's see here. Let's just check some general gaming news. I literally would type my keyboard. Keyboard doesn't work. Oh yeah, dude, Fall Guys' servers are having such an issue. Apparently Fall Guys is a really good game, and they're not ready. It's so popular. Let's get a Grand Slam Tennis for Switch. A Grand freaking Slam. Let's do it. Melee Remastered. Heck yeah. Melee Remastered. All right, let me. What news site do I want to go to today? Let's see here. So many to choose from. See if there's anything to talk about here. Xbox Game Pass is coming to all Android devices. So that's cool. Our vision for Project xCloud, Microsoft's cloud gaming technology, is to give you the opportunity to play the games you want, with the people you want, anywhere you want. Since launching the public preview across North America, Europe, and South Korea, you've shared stories about the unique ways you played from the cloud while providing invaluable feedback that helps us improve the experience. That's cool. Good for them. It should launch on all. It should launch on as many devices as it can when it's ready. That's a rumor that exists. So there's been a rumor out there that like Sony's buying up console exclusivity on some games, just like Microsoft has been. And I guess one of the new rumors that's coming off of Reddit is that Final Fantasy 16 will have some kind of exclusivity deal with Sony and PlayStation 5. And it was going to be in June's event before all this COVID stuff happened. So Final Fantasy 16 is real. It was supposed to get announced in June's event. It's supposedly closer than most people would think. So I'm thinking like next year. It has some kind of PlayStation 5 exclusivity. But it seems to be a full-timed exclusive. So not just like it's exclusively to PlayStation 5 rather than being like a timed, 6 months or 1 year, then it comes out on everything else. And nobody knows why they haven't announced it yet. Probably because they're holding back. It might be something they want to drop after launch of PlayStation 5. And I guess the person this information is coming from guessed the entire PlayStation 5 showcase lineup 100% correct in the order the lineup was shown. That's pretty crazy. That's pretty crazy. I love this chat and I love your channel. Thanks, David Rubin. Where's GTA Switch at? Red Dead 1. I have no idea, ThinkCap. I did some digging online there. It turns out data miners found a message prompt saying, proceed to Nintendo eShop within the Resident Evil 3 demo. There's hope for me yet. Always have hope right here beside me. I need a fresh start, but I'm holding it in. And by the way, that's Nate Jant's original song right there. I wrote it in high school. David Rubin says Soul Calibur would be cool on Switch. Injustice, yep. Any game I think would be cool on Switch if they choose to put it on there, as long as they do a better porting job than the Outer Worlds did. The Outer Worlds was a bad port. Jin Tricky 89 said it would be dope to ask Nintendo directly to mod your Switch for improvements. Yeah, give me a better screen, RAM, internal storage. I'll give you $1,000. Make my Switch baller. Pimp my Switch. They should call it the Pimp My Switch service. Yeah. Let's see here. Apparently, pricing expectations for the PlayStation 5 coming from some analysts are that the PlayStation 5 with the disc will cost $499 and the discless version will be $399. If that's the case, I think Microsoft's going to come out and say Series X is $399. I don't think Microsoft's afraid to go $399. I also think we're going to get prices for Xbox and PlayStation this month. Let's see here. Yeah, I know about that, dude. I owned a modded 3DS at one point, and I bought it from Japan. Diffox says, Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask on the Switch would be awesome. Whoa, still here? How many till 50,000? That's a good question. We gained a few subs during the stream. I shouted them out, but let's see. It's actually quicker to check on my phone now that my keyboard's not working. Checking on the phone. We are at 45,194. So still a ways to go. About 4,206. 4,806, subscribers to go. Let's go. We can do it. We can get to 50K. We've got a few months to do it. Let's pull it off. Let's have a nice push and end the year strong. Now, Fox says, my biggest hope is that Dark Souls 2 comes to Switch eventually. Been waiting since... Oh, yeah. Dark Souls Remastered. Joyce C. Johnson, I'm going back to school. Back to school. Back to school. Love Billy Madison. I'm seriously considering applying for Nintendo in a few years. Cool. Good luck. It's good to have dreams. There are a lot of 3D Zelda games. It would be awesome to have on Switch. I want all 3D Zelda games on Switch. Give them to me. You see my shelf of Zelda? Let's go. I want all Zelda games on Switch. Heck, give me the CDI Zelda games. Let's go. Make it happen. Let's bring them all to Switch. I want every game Nintendo's ever made on Switch, to be completely honest. So that's a lot of games. But I want them all. I want them all. Because I want them all. Or nothing. Okay, no. I don't want nothing at all. Bump, bump, ba ba da bump. Everybody, bump, 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 bump. I also have to learn Japanese, but it's time for another language. Not necessarily. If you end up working for Nintendo of America or Retro Studios, then you wouldn't have to. But yeah, I understand if your dream is to work at Nintendo EAD. The original Paper Mario and Thousand Year Door on the Switch would be nice, even if they were just simple ports. Yes, that's all I will say. Is yes, please, let's do it. I want everything on Switch. No, I don't think there's a game in existence I don't want on Switch. Even Superman 64. Screw it. Bring it on over. Rather have it than not. I won't buy it, but rather have it than not. Having all the Zelda games on Switch, not just the 3D ones. I'm a big Zelda guy, so I don't know that if I'd buy them all again. But I'd like the option, the consideration to give Nintendo more money for the same games I've probably already bought 7 times. Dude, the Animal Crossing Switch got restocked in Australia. It literally sold out within 10 seconds. But it was legitimately restocked in Australia. So they actually, EB Games actually had stock of the Animal Crossing Switch that I never thought they were going to make again. And just bam, just gone, just like that. Man. I'm surprised they even made more of them. I was pretty sure they were struggling so much to get normal Switches out, they weren't going to make any more of them. I wonder if that means we might see stock for all of a half second in the U.S. soon of the Animal Crossing ones, if Australia got them. Now is a good time for someone to fix Superman 64 and make a new one. I don't know. Can Superman 64 be fixed? All right, hold on. I got a phone call. I'll be right back. I'm still here. That was I had to talk to my significant other. We were talking about our daughter. She's going through some stuff, some hard stuff. So I'm back. Hope you guys enjoy the chair stream with no music, no sounds. It's just silence. Just pure, unadulterated silence. I hope you enjoyed it. All right, let me see what some people in the chat were saying here. There's been a lot of stuff being talked about because you guys were just talking to each other, but a few things. Crickets chirping. Everyone else doing good tonight? I did not forget to come back. There was no forgetting to come back. I had a long conversation about my daughter. That's all. With Yulia. We're having some problems, some issues with her, but that's family, personal stuff. I'm not going to get too much into it. OV Warrior, welcome to the stream, man. Mercurius is here as well. Welcome. Glad you guys are here. Mackenzie Peters, Super Swirl 101. Got a few new faces in here. I'm sure some people dipped out because I was gone for, what was it, 10 minutes? Something like that? 10 minutes? It was a little while. It was a little bit. Let's see. How long was that phone call for? That's how long I was gone. That phone call was for no new recents. Cancel recents. Phone call lasted 15 minutes. I was gone 15 minutes. It happened. Sorry the 15 minutes of the stream got wasted there, but family comes first. Stare at me says, how am I? I am flippin' fantastic. So fantastic, in fact. It's time. It's time for another one. Keep the good times rolling, as they say. Oh, thank you to myself. Now I do this drink. Daylight come on, you wanna go home. How you guys doing tonight? Got about 15 minutes or so, guys. 16 minutes. Also 11 streams. So still time to get in all your super chats or whatever else you want to throw in. Get some final questions in. Let's go. Let's get it done. Then I have to go do some other stuff and potentially get a video out for you guys for tomorrow morning. What unannounced games do you think will be revealed with a year or so? I feel Animal Crossing spinoff and Pokemon Diamond and Pearl remakes are pretty inevitable. What unannounced games do you think will be revealed with a year or so? I don't think we're going to Animal Crossing spinoff for a while. They're going to keep making more content for Animal Crossing. I think we're going to get a new Pokemon Let's Go game next year. I turn 30 on the 31st of this month. Well, happy early birthday if I don't see you then. Who's your favorite subscriber? That's I'm gonna call entrapment there, Mitchell Clyburn. That's entrapment. You can't entrap me. This is pretty easy, though. My favorite subscriber is Yulia. For those who don't know, Yulia is my significant other, my love of my life, my partner and everything. So she is subscribed to my channel. So by default, she is my favorite subscriber. Look, see how easy I can skirt that question? None that you know. What happened to Morphe's Law? It came out. That game's out on Switch. It's out. You can play it right now. So I mean, what happened? Pretty sure it's out right now. I swore it came out. Oh, I can't. Sorry, my keyboard. Virtual keyboard. More video game. There it is. Pretty sure it came out. Yeah. Dude, that came out a while ago. So what are you talking about? What are we talking about? Hey, Nate. Aren't you your own favorite subscriber? I am not actually subscribed to my own channel. I'd love a gritty R-rated. Besides, I might love myself. But I mean, I love Yulia more. I love a gritty R-rated Zelda game. Just me. No, I'd be all for that. They'll never do it, but I'm all for that. Shiny Rays, think there'll be another Chibi Robo developed by a different developer? I think Chibi Robo is done. They said if the last one didn't sell well, that basically the franchise would be done. It's a similar thing they said about Fire Emblem Awakening, and then Fire Emblem Awakening blew up, but the last Chibi Robo game did not. So I'm pretty sure Chibi Robo is done. It's going the way of F-Zero, Wave Race, etc. It's done. Well, I don't think we'll ever see another one. I feel an open world GTA like F-Zero game would have certainly been pretty fun. Of course it would have been. It would have been, but it didn't happen. It didn't happen. Ole, 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 ole. I could really go for some potato olays. Can't have them, though. Can't have them all liquid diet, baby. Woo! I'm already feeling a little buzzed, to be completely honest. It must be those mixed alcoholic things I did for that $50 dono. Making me feel a little good up in here. Nintendo always hated Chibi. I don't think they hated it. They wouldn't have made the Chibi Robo games if they hated it. Maybe misunderstood it. Misunderstood why people liked it. I don't know. Just tossing something out there to the wind. But bam. Man, my videos are doing good today. Got some good news today, though. Plus a lot of new subs. Did we get a couple subscribers while I was gone? Looks like we did, but they didn't pop up in the stream for some reason. Bam. I'm just checking the old stats for today. The analytics for today. Man, I've had a lot of views in the last 3 hours. They didn't make them. They always marketed them so poorly. I know they didn't make them. That's why I mentioned I don't feel like they understood why it sold. Or what was they never really, none of them really sold that well. But I don't think they understood the appeal, I guess is the better. That's only solid. Yeah. They didn't understand the appeal of the game, I guess. That's a marketing thing. If you don't know how to market a game correctly because you don't understand why people like it. Or what people to target it to. If that makes sense. Maybe that's a better way to put it. I don't know. It never really had a fair shake. But it doesn't matter now. Super Mario 64 took less than 2 years to make. That's crazy. Such a groundbreaking game for Mario. Yep, less than 2 years. You guys also hear the news about Universal Orlando. Super Nintendo World's delayed indefinitely because the section of the park that was being built that included it is delayed indefinitely. Earthbound HD would be dope on the Switch. I can only imagine it because of the Smash stage. It looks great. Will be pretty great. Who's your second favorite subscriber? Eric Moore. My best buddy. Nice try, Mitchell. Nice try. Eric Moore from the Nintendo Prime Podcast. Oh, yeah. I can go all day. 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th. I can go all day. I don't know what the scores of the NBA games are right now. Dang it. I keep trying to type on my keyboard, but I know if I plug my keyboard in, everything's going to go nuts. Yeah. Try typing again. No. There we go. See some scores here. What do we got going on? We got the Heat beating the Celtics. They haven't beat them yet, but they're ahead of the Celtics, I guess is the better way to put it. Let me see here. What are the NBA scores? We got Indiana wrecking Orlando. I'm not really surprised there, though. Dallas beat Sacramento. Phoenix beat the Clippers. All depends. Were the Clippers playing everyone that game? Playing them big minutes? Yeah, Kawhi played 37, Morris 36, Paul George 36. Patrick Beverley barely played. Did he get hurt? Oh, I guess. Oh, that's probably Patrick Beverley's first game back. Yeah, they played people with big minutes, and they still lost. Damn, good for you, Suns. Keeping hope alive. The Bucks have the number 1 seed locked up, so they only played. I think Giannis played like 16 minutes. Yeah, so like the Bucks lost today, but I mean, none of the starters played more than 20, and 2 of the starters are actually backup players. So yeah, they played literally the entire bench. So 2 of our starters were not playing today. So Wesley Matthews and Brook Lopez. So like yeah, Bucks clearly just didn't care about winning. They have everything locked up. It's all practice for them now. What about Star Fox 64 on the Switch? What about it? Third favorite. Fourth because third is 5J. A 1 through 20. Oh, let me get a notepad here. 1 through 20. See if I can pop this off quick. Oh dang it! I threw it on my phone. 1 through 20. Let me get notes out here. Let me get my notes app out. Let me start writing things down. We got Come on. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I'm 6 deep here. Give me a second. Trying to get up to 20. Trying to get up to 20. Welcome back, Nate. I went off the stream for a bit. It's okay. I went off the stream for a bit too. Have I seen the Yakuza meme videos popping up? I have not. I don't really watch meme videos that much anymore. I love McDonald's McNuggets. Oh man, 1 through 20. Eric's favorite YouTuber. I think it used to be Angry Joe. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, I've got my top 10. So Yulia, Eric, my sister Casey, 5J, Captain Bergeson, aka Daniel, who's on the last 2 episodes of the podcast, Game Over Jesse, my mom, my dad, my grandma, my daughter Melody, she subscribed as well. So that's 10. Then you probably throw Player Essence on there. Super Metal Dave 64. Nintendo Cade. Beat 'em ups. People are like, when are you going to get to the actual people who watch your content? Because like none of these people watch my content. So like, when are you going to get to actual people that watch? I'm not going to name anyone of you guys in the chat. I'm sorry. I don't play favorites. I don't play favorites with like any of my fans. Whether you are someone who backs on Patreon, someone who backs on who you know, like J-Lo earlier, who dropped a $50 spot, whether you're Be Righteous, who paid for my entire trip to E3 back in 2018. I don't play favorites. Neil Willis popped on the other day. Sonoman the Best is here all the time, supports all the time. Mitchell Clyburn sends like literal fun box presents to my house for my whole family. Whether you're someone who just chats like Shiny Rays, Zeus Boost, Mackenzie Peters, no one you know, someone who just comments, someone who just drops likes, who just watches videos but doesn't say anything. I don't really play favorites. Like I appreciate everyone. Like, it's cool when people do show up and support big and drop super chats and help, you know, legitimately keep my channel alive. But I don't really like favorite them over anybody else. Like they can pay to be favorited in the moment. Like they can pay to have a question answered right away. But that's just them paying to be like to get my attention right away. It doesn't mean that they matter to me more than anyone else. That's why you notice when I go through the chat, I try to read every single chat. I try to read every single question, even if people don't ping my name, because I feel everyone's an equal at my channel. There's no one person beyond family, basically. That's more important than anyone else. So there you go. I know you're trying to trap me, but I mean, the truth is I don't have favorites. Sweet Life of Dio Brando's here. A few minutes away from closing this thing down. By the time you guys hear me say that, it might already be closed. No, it won't be closed. It's only a 30-second delay today for some reason. I do think Game Boy and N64 and Nintendo Switch Online will coexist. I don't think so, but I don't think either are coming. But I am more than willing to be wrong, because who really cares in the end of the day? Looking pretty fly over here. I know I'm looking good. We got 2 minutes and counting. Winding things down, I might as well pop in and thank people here that had their things pop up in the chat here. So we had Joe Prosco pop off with the $25 super chat earlier. Thank you so much. Izzy Beth 45856 subscribed during the stream. Thank you so much for that. JLo hit us with the $50 super chat as well. Thank you so much for that support as always, JLo. Alex Jordan subscribed to us during this time, and we also had a $2 Canadian super chat from Knockfox. Thank you guys for that support. Thank you to everyone who popped up in the chat. Thank you to everyone who watches my videos, who got us up to 67 likes, subscribes, supports on Patreon at patreon.com/Nintendo Prime. I know we got some people in the chat that are Patreon members, people who hit that join button and became members on the channel and joined what I call the Prime family. Although if you're part of the Patreon, I think you're part of the Prime family as well. I think the Patreon and the memberships, it's kind of like equals to me for being part of the Prime family. So thank you guys for all the support. Thank you for liking, sharing, commenting, viewing. Even if you hate my stuff, thank you for hating my stuff, because you took the time out of your day to at least check me out. And even if you decide you don't like me, it's cool. If GameStop donated, the lowest you can donate is 99 cents on an Apple device. You can't donate below that. So they couldn't donate 7.5 cents even if that's what they wanted to do. Well, they could use the donation link, I suppose. You might be able to literally use the donation link and donate 7.5 cents. I've never tried to donate that low, so I have no idea. All right. Thank you guys so much. It's been fun. It's been real. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Enjoy the videos. Hopefully I have one out for you in the morning. If I don't, it's because I didn't get to it. But it's okay. Peace and love. Bye.